Hey guys, so I decided to do a YouTube channel to maybe film a couple of videos relating to what we're talking about in class while we're learning remotely. So hopefully you guys have been able to look at some of the permaculture resources on Classroom that I posted, including the Ben Falk TED Talk and then Inhabit. So what I wanted to do today is just kind of talk a little bit about water management from a permaculture perspective. So I'm here at my house. I'm going to flip the camera around now. So in terms of water, we have 4 acres here. This is the back of the property. So whenever water falls, either in the form of rain or snow, the goal is to catch water at the highest point on the property. So we have a pond over there, which was here before we moved in, which is kind of situated nicely because if we ever want to, gravity feed water downhill, we could use that for irrigation or for livestock or whatever. So over here in the back, we have a series of swales, which are used to stop rainwater and snowmelt. So when rain lands, we have this dirt that's kind of mounded up, and that, actually you can see it over here. We got a little bit of rain last night, so the water is actually stopped right there. And then on the swale, we plant fruit trees. So this here, this is an apricot. We have sea berry, sea buckthorn, which is starting to leaf out. So it just increases your topsoil. All the nutrients in the water are forced to be absorbed into the ground at that point. As far as the house goes, so we use the roof here for rainwater catchment as a source for all of our water. So a square foot of roof in a 1-inch rain event, 1 square foot of roof will yield 0.6 gallons of water. So that water, and we have about 100 feet of roof here, 100 by 20 roughly. So then that water goes down into 4 tanks that are buried underground. So these are, this is the initial filter, this is just a screen. And then the tanks are buried underground. So in this part of the world, with roughly 30 inches of rain a year, you can harvest quite a bit of rain. So off the barn roof, we're also capturing rainwater to supply water for the greenhouse, which I'm building, which will be the subject of a future video. So in this IBC tote, 300-gallon IBC tote, right now it's filled. So here, get quite a bit of pressure right out of there. So what we'll do is we'll hook up a hose to that, and then that will gravity feed water inside the greenhouse here. So I have a little PVC tube here, and then that hose will go into there and then into the greenhouse. One last thing I'll show you. We recently got rabbits as a part of our quarantine. Keep the girls busy, so they're pretty cool. So they love them. They give them quite a bit of abuse. So what I wanted them for actually is for their manure. Rabbit manure is awesome. So I built this little cage or rabbit hutch right on the side of the barn. So they kind of hang out in there. And then I just had this rubber flap here to kind of keep the wind out. So they're situated right over top of our compost pile. So all their droppings go right into the compost pile. But what's nice about this is we're actually inside of the chicken coop here, the chicken pasture. So the chickens come out, They pick through the compost, they eat the food scraps that they want, they scratch it around, they aerate it. And on top of that, you get fertility from the rabbit droppings. And then that compost gets moved and eventually it'll go into one of those bins. And then it's just really high quality compost, which can be then used in a lot of the different plants. So I guess that's about it. I'm definitely not a YouTuber. Actually, the first video I made this morning, I didn't have my microphone on. I had it all uploaded and had to redo it. So anyway, hope you are all well and keeping busy. Hope to see you guys soon.